There it is from President Trump right now. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family.
Holy
Charlie,
fuck, dude.
We love you. That from President Trump moments ago, literally 3 minutes ago, here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. We were seeing a number of reports of this, and now it's confirmed, as you can see, that the leader of the free world has posted this message. Let's go to Justine Brooke Murray. Okay, so it looks like Justine now has... all right. Well, that's the latest right there, guys. So what we know as of right now, the stories that we've been monitoring here is that the shooter is possibly still at large. That's one thing that we are still monitoring here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. So I'm going to read it one more time, and we'll end this broadcast as it's 4:44 Eastern Time.
It seemed like a single, like they only took one shot.
Legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart.
No, they didn't arrest the shooter, apparently.
In the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us.
What's going to come of this, says Discordia? Nothing good.
Beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. And we pray in Jesus' name, God, that you move by your Spirit and help us out during this very difficult time in our country. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, the old guy was apparently not the shooter.
Here in America.
Man. I don't even know what to say. They supposedly have the shooter in custody. Well, if you're talking about the old man, allegedly, that wasn't the guy. That was something else. And that the actual shooter wasn't caught. That's the reports. But I don't know how true that is. But like, again, like I said, like, regardless of if you agree with him or not, his entire thing was peaceful discourse. And that's what they fought against. That's what people fight against, right? That's what people are cheering against. Is peaceful discourse, right? Reddit is celebrating? Yeah, of course they are. The problem with these idiots, their ideas are so shit that they can't win peacefully. And that's the truth. And that's kind of what Charlie Kirk's entire thing was, right? And I guess, like, the one thing we should remember, though, right, is that what he stood for, right, which was having, like, peaceful debate and stuff like that. So obviously the people that did this need to be brought to justice. But let's not forget what he stood for, you know? Oh, wow, that was fast. Kaizen already came out with a tweet. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
Charlie Kirk just got shot. America, we gotta heal. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this thing where we demonize people for having different beliefs, where we try to cancel and convict and kill people for saying what they think is the truth, even if we disagree with it. Where the degree to which we're willing to uphold our principles is dependent on our political or racial or gender or community preferences. We can't keep doing this. Charlie was shot because he's honest and people listen to him. Even if you believe he was wrong about every single thing that ever left that man's mouth, he was shot because he's honest.
Yep.
And somewhere along the line, we became so arrogant, so convinced of our own righteousness, that we have people in this country who believe that when someone says something we disagree with, it's right to kill them. We can't keep doing this. And whoever shot him was trying to make a political statement. This
Obviously.
is terrorism.
Obviously.
This is using terror to accomplish a political end. And I don't think anyone who's committed to honesty and decency should be quiet. Because we need to keep saying the truth. That's the only way. Because we've become so divided and so
the thing that bothers me so much about this is you have the left and like the woke people, right? Constantly saying Hitler this, Hitler that, Nazi this, Nazi that, right? But this kind of shit is how you actually do get a second coming of Hitler. If it happens, it's going to be them that caused it. Which is the irony. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
polarized and so focused on what's going on in our minds that we don't see what's going on in reality. We're canceling family members, excommunicating people that we know over the opinions
Thank you, Iron
of
Tiger.
over our opinions of people that none of us actually know. We can't keep doing this. We gotta heal. And it takes all good people with clear minds and sound hearts to do it. To say no matter what, violence is never the answer.
Yeah, that's the temptation. The temptation is to go like full animal, right? I mean, that's a temptation when things like this happen.
Ever.
Yeah. So there was actually a pretty good post by Asmongold. Over here, and the bald king says, anyone surprised at what happens to Charlie Kirk hasn't been paying attention. Go anywhere, Reddit, Twitter, etc., and you'll find thousands of unhinged direct calls to violence over politics. Until it's addressed for what it is, things like this will continue to happen. And that's true. So what needs to happen is these people need to be held accountable for what they're saying. I'm not saying violently, but we can't just keep letting people just kind of say radical stuff that's clearly illegal, right? And there's plenty of it. You have the persistence who says, you have Scott Pressler over there, who was instrumental in like Trump winning. You have me over here? Do that respond with violence. I haven't witnessed this level of widespread vitriolic hate since. Yeah, and a lot of people are kind of because Charlie Kirk was pro-gun. A lot of these people are fucking witch cackling over him dying to a rifle. Which is freaking ridiculous. That's like saying people should be able to own knives and then saying like you got what you wanted when you get stabbed. It doesn't make any sense. It's just retarded. My God, what have we become, dude? I don't know. Dude, the last like couple days have been fucking insane. Blogman, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, man. Even though I don't agree with everything the man said, I looked up to him, massive respect. He taught me to do my own research and stand up for myself. This is like watching a mentor or teacher pass away. All the man ever did was encourage a discussion. Yeah, exactly. That's why this is so fucked up. You will never live in a society where you have an unarmed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death, Kirk said. And then you've got like, you know the quote from Charlie Kirk over here. That's nonsense, it's drivel, but I think it's worth it. And you have Dalian over here. It's awesome that he could give his life for something he believed in so fervently, like with a heart emoji, dude. Dude, these people are sick. Like, their souls are ugly. Their souls are depraved and ugly. It's actually disgusting. I don't even know what to say anymore. I saw the video and it looks like he'll need more than thoughts and prayers. Well, us Americans have to accept this because it's what what he would have wanted. So we've had the Second Amendment for like a long time in America, and this isn't that common. In fact, a lot of one thing that they try to keep you from understanding is that guns actually prevent a lot of deaths as well. This is like ridiculous. Oh no, anyway, I just made some amazing ramen. Should have protected his God-given life. It sucks to be pro-life. You were in the army, right? Are gushing neck wounds usually good? Anyways, yes, they're very good, especially when they pass through the spinal column. Not a bad shot to the hones. Wait, what do you mean by good? He. Man. The people praising the assassin. Over here, this picture behind me. That shot was very likely. This is what I mean, dude. There's like a serious moral decay in society. Like, this is ridiculous. Camille says, I'm most scared of the quick reaction the administration will give as a result of the tragedy. It will not be as sad as usual, but it'll be quick and the result will be bad for most likely everyone. Yeah. Revan, thank you. This is fucking evil. No one deserves to be shot and killed like this. Yeah, 100%. You know what the problem is, guys? Is I think humanity, and I think this is just obvious to everybody. Humanity is just tribal in nature. Like, I think no matter what you do, humanity will be tribal. That's just the default state. And I think you can't escape it, no matter what. I think it's just how we are as people, as beings. But you see, like before, the tribe was America, or the tribe was God, right? And we decided at some point that we didn't need either, right? We didn't need to believe in America, you know, our own country or anything like that. So naturally, you would get fragmentation in the country. Yo, Slim Gray, thank you for the sub. Thank you. It's better to remember Charlie and what he stood for, rather to focus on those who relish in his death. He was a man of faith who fought for this country and for the life of those most vulnerable. Unborn children, God bless him and his family, says Demet. I agree, but how can we fight the depravity in society if we refuse to look at it? That's how I feel about it. It's like, if we just keep pretending like this isn't real, and we just keep burying our heads in the sand, and we keep kicking the can forward, when are we gonna recognize that there's a moral problem? There's a serious decay of the soul in like the world. And when are we gonna, you know, Luminous Gold said, events like this scare me. This is the kind of thing that will radicalize people into the actual extreme right. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Anyone who thinks Trump is bad don't know the depths of what things could go to. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying like for years. That we were more... We were far more accepting of each other, and we had more unity before, and we all decided to like put ourselves into even smaller and smaller tribes, and now we don't even have anything in common with like our own countrymen. So like, what are we at this point, right? Thorellian says, real question, how does society go back to more civil times? Well, it starts by acknowledging the problem, right? I feel like a lot of the time, like, nobody wants to say what the problems are. You know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? Do you want to see what I tweeted, like, right before this happened, by the way? While I was in bed? While I was in bed, you want to see what I tweeted? This was before the Charlie Kirk thing happened. This was before it happened. I remember 15 years ago, people were pretty accepting of everyone, and I feel like people generally got along, and we were tolerant of our differences. Crazy how much destruction wokeism did in such a short time. Now everyone hates each other. Big L, pick related. Let me show you what this picture is. Yeah. I literally just tweeted that, like, right before it happened. See, this is 3 hours ago. And then the Charlie Kirk thing happened right here. When I said society is collapsing in real time, isn't it? This is when the Charlie Kirk thing happened. So I posted this like an hour before it happened. Arrow says, I didn't watch the show, so I have no context. So something like kind of, something happens that's like kind of weird, but then it's, basically they had captured these creatures, and they captured these creatures, and then they were kind of doing experiments on them to like find out what the nature of the creatures were, and then the creatures died randomly. And everybody's like, oh shit, look, they died. Oh no. And then the captain goes up and he goes, what do you think this is? Yeah. Circle says, it's not the right, it's not a universal problem, it's just the left, it's only the left. The tolerance you think existed never existed. The 80s had bombings per day by leftists. The people arrested were given professorships at college and high-ranking ones. It's just the left. Yeah. I thought about it for a bit, but yeah. I mean, obviously there's bad actors on both sides, obviously, but like, I mean, let's be real, like the ratio of it is like not even close. And it's an issue of, again, it's an issue of, it's an issue that the ideology, it doesn't stand up to any sort of criticism. Like I said, like Charlie Kirk, the reason they killed him, the reason they assassinated him was simply for having conversations with them and explaining why they're wrong. That's it. That's all it was.
Confirmed that he was shot. And there are a number of...
Remarkable. Remarkably inappropriate, but that's what they think. That Charlie Kirk is hateful, so he should expect this to happen to him.
Yep.
I think it's in poor taste.
So aren't they the ones that say like you're not supposed to victim blame people? I thought that was the left. The more and more things like happen, the more I realize that they actually are consistent in their beliefs. You know how I used to say that they're very inconsistent in their beliefs? I don't think that's true. I think they are consistent. I think the consistency is that, like, whatever is good for us, that's the consistency.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Charlie did. He had the best security. That's why we couldn't believe it. How is it possible? So
I think, guys, like, I don't know much about gun sounds. I'm not really that good on, like, I'm not that crazy about well, crazy, I mean, like, obsessed, like, in a good way. I'm not that knowledged when it comes to, like, gunshot sounds. It definitely sounded like a rifle, but it only shot once. Like, was it like a bolt action? It sounded like a sniper rifle. Man, dude, he had a family and kids too. That's so... This country feels like a third world nation right now. Well, I mean, like, when you let people act like it, then, I mean, you get, that's what you get, right? I don't know. So wait, okay, hold on. So here's the thing. If the guy arrested was not the shooter, then what was that about? Do you think it's totally mundane, or do you think that was a decoy? It's going to be very interesting what the investigation show after this. Ian Carroll says, I know it's too soon, but that was a professional shot at a secure venue. It wasn't random. Looks like the guy arrested was not the shooter based on reporting coming out now. It was a political assassination with a complex planning involved. Be very careful in the information space around it, and pray for his poor wife and children. What a burden for them to be forced to carry. The bullet fired at Charlie Kirk killed the moderate right dude. Let's see what Tectone had to say. If you think someone deserves death because you don't agree with their politics, you are a fucking retard. Yeah, true. Tectone, then 5 minutes later, I can feel myself becoming radicalized. Actually, no, this could have been 2 hours and then 1 hour after. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, a man who advocated and led by example of civil discussion, regardless of your political views. And now he's gone. I'm furious. Thoughts and prayers for him and his family. Is this actually Hassan? Yeah, did you guys see Hassan's response? Charlie Kirk was shot at an event he was conducting at a EU campus in Utah. That was it, period. All in lowercase. Does he type like that normally? Oh, he does. Man, the trending in the United States is crazy. Trending Charlie Kirk, the great, please Jesus, he's dead, heartbroken, and evil are trending right now on X. Wait, did Destiny say something?
Heavily congested with foot traffic and vehicle traffic.
God, you know, it'd be so horrible if that fucking, like a final fundraiser, Turning Point could like sell, like, I went to Charlie Kirk's last event and survived shirts or whatever. I'm just kidding. That would be horrible. That's not good.
Man. I don't even want to put it on screen. We got Jake Paul here. Charlie Kirk got shot for telling the truth. That's literally it. With a mentally sick time we are living through, we need God more than ever, praying for Charlie's family and praying for these evil people to heal. J.B. Pritzker. Clip.
To Charlie Kirk's family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously has, you know, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political violence because I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody.
You don't think that the guy who's doing politics at a school, who a lot of people have had death threats against and have been saying that they would be happy if he died, and who was killed in the middle of doing such an event at a school, one shot, and nobody else got hit. You don't think that's political?
But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. You
don't say.
The killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who...
Holy fuck,
you know,
get another stick.
Tripped a new era of political violence. My sympathy.
Holy fuck. Find another game to play. Man, what the fuck? Apparently Tectone had another tweet. Political commentators who are radicalizing their audience by encouraging them to kill others need to be held accountable. It's a backward society where we are protecting people from having their feelings hurt, like when he called Frogan fat and got a 2-week ban, but we aren't punishing people who are calling for the death of senators and bathing streets in capitalist blood and falsely accusing people of crimes. 0-day bans for either of those. Guys, we are starting to see how fucked up the world... Are we starting to see how fucked up the world is yet? The system is broken. I 100% agree. Holy fuck, man. January 6th! God, I'm getting so tired of these people. They're so fucking retarded. CNN's already saying that the evil... This is Steven Crowder. CNN is already saying that the evil assassination attempt on Charlie Kirk is an example of both sides of today's political divide. No, it's not. One side has to risk life and limb to express opinions publicly, and the other side acts with impunity. That's true. Not just life and limb, but also livelihood. Like, you risk being, like, demonetized, deplatformed, all of that shit for having, like, a basic-ass opinion. And then if you're like Hassan, you could just be like, terrorist poggers! Poggers! Luffy! Woo! When so, dude, I'm going crazy, chat. I'm going a little crazy right now. I'm going I'm a little whack right now. When civil discourse is made impossible, violence unfortunately becomes inevitable. They hated him because he spoke on facts and they made him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Thank you. Jack, thank you. Oh, you've got Carl Benjamin here. Sargon of Akkad with his take on it. Remember that Charlie Kirk's entire career was focused around winning the debate in a proper democratic fashion, and they still shot him. That's 100% true. Definitely. Mercy to the guilty, the punishment to the innocent. I mean, that's what's been going on. Cable car that snap. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's what's been going on. There's breaking news, and we already talked about this earlier. There's another school shooting over in Colorado. 2 students reportedly shot, being taken to the hospital. What is happening, man? This is what happens when you create a culture of just depravity, where crime is uplifted, crime is seen as cool, crime is seen as good. Wow, what a badass, criminal, they show that as being good. They show, being an absolute degen as being good. It's a complete subversion of morality. And why is anyone surprised that this is what we get out of it? And it's like what Tectone said. You call somebody fat, you call somebody gay. You're deplatformed now. But then you can call for terrorism, and you can say, it would be really great as if they killed somebody I don't like. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. Wink wink. Elbow elbow. Man, it's fucking depraved. Got news over here by Trigger Point. Surely, Nyara posts, surely people on the right will now stop calling for the death of Hassan, right? Wait, okay, hold up. Who's a mainstream? Who's a mainstream person that's calling for the death of Hassan? No, I'm serious. Who is that? The police have apparently said the old guy who's detained is not the shooter. Yes, I know. Oh, here, Savvy said it right here. Who the fuck has called for Hassan to die? We just want the rules to be enforced evenly on Twitch and for Hassan to stop calling for people he hates to die. Hassan himself posted assassination weapon schematics. This is true. He did do that.
Live right now. Let's watch.
It's going to impact, I think, on a broader scale. Do you think it's going to kind of cause an uproar or anything?
Well, from what I'm hearing, if it's true, the guy who got shot, he was a pretty big influence in whatever was going, their agenda, right?
The agenda.
So I don't know. I hope it all gets figured out.
Oh my god, dude! Guys, I'm so done. Hassan, America is an insanely violent nation. Charlie Kirk's shooting is the 46th school shooting this year. 70,000 likes and rising. I know Reddit Lies has a bunch more stuff. Let's take a look at it. Wait, what? Additional footage shows an individual running across the roof? Right there. Wait. Oh my god, there is somebody running. Right there. Right here. Right after the shooting, because you can see everybody ducking down. Right, you can see everybody ducking down here. So the old guy was for sure not the shooter. See everybody ducking down here. Unless this was security. That's like the only thing this could be is security. It's either security or like... Man. Take a shot of your preferred drink. This is a day of celebration, comrades. Man. These people, man, their soul is ugly. The shooter, dude, the shooter is still at large. Dude, dude, he got away. Surely there's enough cameras on the campus, right? Now that they have now that they have a person of interest, like in terms of like, they know where the person was. Surely they can use cameras to track it now, right? Tazito says, you know what, by all means, let out your frustrations on me, community. No, dude, the reason why people are, Tazito, people are not, okay. You're saying that people are frustrated at you because you're the community punching bag? No, the reason people are frustrated at you is because of the shit that you said. That's why. This is why, Tazito. This is why everyone's piling on you. Because you're like this. That's why. I didn't even time you out. But like, I probably would have if I saw it. The dude just died, man. Calm down. Just because you believe people should have gun rights doesn't mean that people deserve to be shot. That's retarded. Apply the same thing to knives. Oh, do you think people should be able to have knives? Oh, so if you think that people should have knives, then you believe people deserve to be stabbed. Like, what the fuck is that? It doesn't make any sense. Like, man, that's crazy. Like, I don't even know how you get to that. I don't even know how you get to that, man. That's like, how does your brain go there? Like the very first thing, like you hear like a dude gets assassinated. It's like, well, you like the Second Amendment. Like, the fuck, bro? Got some, this was like Sargon retweeted this one. Sargon retweeted this one by Blair White. They're on TikTok and Blue Sky celebrating. I can't handle it. Yeah. Our atheist displays atheist morality with Charlie Kirk shooting. Maybe prayer does work. I don't care. Do you? I care. I need a bright spot on my week. You know. Thoughts and prayers anyway. I've never wished a man dead, but I've read some obituaries with great pleasure. The Connecticut Democrat Party just posted, "We believe them when they tell you who you are." This is the Simsbury Connecticut Democrat Party. Charlie Kirk, who advocates for guns everywhere, got exactly what he deserves. Yeah. Again, like, if you think about it logically, it doesn't make any sense. You know, oh, so you believe people should be able to drive cars, right? Well, then you think they deserve it when they get hit by a car. Like, what the like, this is so retarded. Like, this is actually so stupid. Like, it's... Your next tread lightly at JD Vance. Look at how these people act. These people act like fucking demons, like, actually. Anne-Marie Donahue, teacher at Wachusett Regional High School, it posted on her Instagram saying, "We're not offering sympathy." Yeah, of course. Because your soul is ugly. Oh, shit. Omar Nadra Gals. Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him literally. Let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. What the fuck? Account is locked? He locked the account? Oh, I'm gonna look at the comments on my other goat Nazrul Galv's non-binary goat of all time. Mexico flag. Oh no. Oh my god, guys, that person? No, that person was actually like, oh no. their picture was posted, and let's just say they look very non-binary. Man, I don't know if this is real though. I don't know. I don't know how real this is. This picture. Is this it? I don't know. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It doesn't say that they're Mexican. It's just a Mexican flag. They're like a flag bio, you know? We've got people on X posting that, dude. Look at how unhinged these people are. Oh, it's gone. Uh-oh. They took it down. Oh, fuck. I should have saved it. No, God. They took it down. Oh my God. I was literally just looking at it and they took it down. No. You didn't see it. It was on my side. This is still up, but there was a person that said that I hope they go after Trump next, and that I was gonna show you guys that post. Red Dragon, thank you for the bits. Well, now because of this, I learned that my brother is one of the people celebrating this. I just finished talking to him. Man, I'm sorry, Red Dragon. Evil always hides when brought into the light. That's true. Real Gerald, thank you so much for the bits again. I appreciate the stream. At least you and chat can help me know I'm not the only sane one. Dude, I feel like I'm the crazy one sometimes now. You know, like, I don't know anymore. Thank you again, Jackler, as well. Thank you. I feel like I'm the crazy one sometimes, dude, like, lately. Okay, right after Charlie Kirk, like, literally right after Charlie Kirk, like, got assassinated, the Omar account posted, Charlie Kirk got shot, bro. I promise I didn't have anything to do with it, but I called it and it was deserved. We got it on archive, apparently. The Great Top Hat, thank you so much for the bits. Do the FBI just actually ignore all these people online? Sometimes I just wish our police were... The problem is, a lot of the times, like, you have to... So, the problem is a lot of people, they talk shit online. And, you know, it's always the hee-hee in Minecraft, right? So, watch the Congress vid, lives on TikTok? Okay, I will. You know, it's just like a lot of like tee, you know, like in Minecraft. And then what happens is they're like, you know, you'll have like judges and stuff like, oh, you know, I have to consider like free speech and stuff like that. And you have people do that. So that's what's going on. Brick Muppet says, you're not the crazy one. The people who think slime fairies are lunatics. All right, let's look at the libs of TikTok thing. What?
What purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise? Shh.
A moment of prayer for Charlie.
Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. Shh. The House will be in order.
Man, I was gonna talk about the fucking. I was gonna talk about the train thing today too. I was gonna talk about some more because like more videos came out about the train thing, and like, man, how do I even talk about that after this? You know. Thanks for the bits, Oblivion. Don't let the awful people in the world make you question yourself. If they're the nut jobs on you. Well, I mean, like, I guess so. Yeah, thank you.
The House will be in order. We will join prayer right after this, okay?
Man, what a crazy tweet, man. What a crazy tweet. It's like fucking...
You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying. He just ran from over. Where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in.
What the?
He's right there. Just saying, just fucking right up.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof right there. Just saying. He just ran from over. Where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in. And now he's right there. Just saying, just fucking right.
Falcon, thank you for the bits. This week is a turning point not only for the USA but for the whole Western world. Man, hold on. I'm gonna look at this video on the side and see. I'm gonna look at the comments, guys. I have to be very careful with the comments right now. Like, if you're wondering why I'm pulling stuff off screen, it's because I have to be very careful with the comments right now. They're like really crazy right now. Yeah. So people are saying like, why didn't these people report this? But based on their dialogue, it seems like they thought that it was a protective detail.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
That's why he says you think he'd already be in place. That the security detail should already be there. So they didn't even know. A lot of people are saying, like professional shooter, basically, because the hit was so crazy. Pro deep state op. That one's kind of like if it was a pro deep state, but isn't, so Trump is against the deep state, right? So like, why would they go for like, I guess I'm just trying to follow that, like that line of thinking. Like, why would they go after Charlie for that? Right? Like, sure, Charlie was like winning a lot of like hearts and minds, but it wasn't like Charlie wasn't really in a position to like make any sort of play against the deep state, really. Right? Because Charlie was the reason that Trump won? It could be.
There are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone.
You shouldn't, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're all saying.
I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got shot. Well, breaking fucking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at one of the Fanta-Fastest favorite 5-mile wide mouthpieces, Charles Chucklefuck Kirk.
These people are sick. Their souls are ugly and disgusting. God have mercy on them. Crazy people wanted him dead for years. It's not that complicated. Yeah. I'm not, Elvie says, I'm not from the US. God, the chat is going so fast. I'm not from the US. I didn't know about the guy, but all I saw was a bunch of people celebrating this guy got killed in a public place while he was talking to other people. Dude, Elvie, I'm on a server with this. I'm on a Discord server with VTubers, and there's VTubers that are celebrating it. Yeah. Charlie Kirk changed my life. I attended Turning Point USA's Young Black Leadership Summit in October 2018. I was 14 at the time, but Charlie told me it didn't matter how young I was. I could fight alongside him in this movement. From then on, I attended every Turning Point conference every year from 2018 to 2025. I grew up in this movement. I became the person dude, this is so sad. I became the person I am today because of the inspiration from Charlie Kirk and his organization. I will never be the same without him, and this country will never be the same either. He was a husband, father, and man of God, and a visionary for our nation. I met Charlie in 2019 when I was 17 years old. His work at Turning Point truly equipped young conservatives like me to think for themselves and debate with boldness in the face of leftism and evil. Rest in peace. Man. I mean, like, he did a lot to, like, kind of he did a lot, at least, to set a lot of like kind of young people on the right track of like kind of thinking for themselves and like not being stuck, you know, in the everything's about race and that's all you can do. He got people out of that, you know. Techdon says, I'm getting off of this app before I say something I regret. Once again, thoughts and prayers for Charlie's families. I appreciate y'all out there. Oh shit, Ben Shapiro. Like all of you, I'm utterly stunned and heartbroken. You send a new tweet, it might be more important. Okay, let me look at it. Oh, that's a very base tweet. I like it. And this is something like, I think, like, let's all consider this as well, right? From Gigabase Dad, I have prayed today for God to deliver me from hatred. Yeah, like, don't fall into it, you know? I know the temptation is to fall into it. Like, don't fall into it, guys. Like, seriously. Like, we're better than them, you know? Like all of you, I'm utterly stunned and heartbroken and sick to my soul today. It was unimaginable to write these words. I met Charlie Kirk when he was 18 years old, a young man so eager and determined that I immediately turned to a friend and said, that kid is going to be the head of the RNC one day. Charlie became even bigger and more important than that. It was a privilege to watch this principled man stand up for his beliefs and create the single most important conservative political organization in America. But more importantly, Charlie was a good man, a man who believed in right and wrong, who stood by his biblical values. All of us will miss him, and I can't imagine the pain of his beautiful young family, which we must all pray for them. And we must pick up the baton where Charlie left it, fighting for the things he believed in so passionately. And we must fight for a better America, an America where good people can speak truth and debate passionately without fear of a bullet. I weep for Charlie's family, and I weep for my country today. Most of all, I weep for Charlie. Oh, Donald J. Trump with a Truth Social. In honor of Charlie Kirk, a truly great American patriot, I am ordering all American flags throughout the United States to be lowered at half-mast until Sunday evening. What did Shoeonhead say? Praying for Charlie Kirk and his family, says Shoeonhead. Charlie was one of the more moderate right-wing voices out there, but it doesn't matter. They're celebrating. They see you all at the same level. You're all Nazis and you deserve it for having opinions libs had 20 years ago. These people are sick. Need to log off again for a long time before I say things I regret. Things won't be the same after what happened this month, and frankly, they shouldn't be. Man. Kirsch's been going off too. Thread of people celebrating Charlie's assassination. Everybody needs to watch the video. It's horrifying and hard to watch, but necessarily. Charlie was a moderate and believed in debate over violence. This is what they want to do to all of us who disagree with their ideology.
But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
Can these people explain to me what the hateful words are? Like, can they explain it to me? Like, can they tell me what they mean by that? How is it? What? God. I know I keep saying it, I can sound like a broken record at this point, but dude, their souls are ugly. They're just ugly. I can't believe it. I remember when I was young, this is by Sarah Stera Stahl. Thank you for the bits. I remember when I was young, people and the media told me that the USA was has better opportunities. People and blank was almost heaven and earth to live. Work and grow. I can't understand how in 20 years it went down how it is now. It's because of a rejection of everything that brought us together. Right, like when I was a kid, you know, we would do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, right? When I was a kid, they taught you that they would teach you about America and like how great. And that might be because I grew up in like a kind of a small town, right? And like maybe that's why, but yeah. I remember for school, they would teach us like all of like the American classic songs, you know? Would gun control have helped this not happen? No. Not the specific one. It was like a single shot, so that would have been probably I think it's a hunting rifle is my guess. I don't know. But it wasn't like a semi. It wasn't even a semi-automatic, I don't think, because it was only one shot. There'd probably be more than one if it was like, yeah. And yeah, also it was a gun-free zone. That's also true, yeah. University campuses are gun-free zones, so. Shinzo Abe was assassinated by a makeshift shotgun in a country with hardcore gun control. This is not an issue of gun control. Yeah, didn't Hassan post that schematic online? DJQ, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for the 500 bits. 10 years ago, we would agree to disagree. Now this happens. Also, I just started college using my GI Bill, and my teacher is a huge radical. GI Bill, is that like the one that you get when you serve in the military? Is that what the GI Bill is? I'm guessing. Yeah? Thank you for your service, man. Thank you. Thank you for the 500 bits, Darth Andrea. It's looking like this was the same situation as Butler, a shooter laying on the rooftop with a rifle. This is just a video of the person on the roof. Yeah. I know. We're looking at that. Libs of TikTok is kind of updating on that, so we're kind of just following it.
Well, I just saw the video of Charlie Kirk getting his box boomed. I mean, boomed, bitch, like gone. I have no issue with it. You know, the clown always comes back to bite. But why do y'all keep aiming for the wrong niggas? Aim higher.
He's got a fucking...
Aim higher.
He's got a fucking nose ring, man. Yeah, every fucking time, man, dude. It's like... Holy fuck. Thank you for the bits, Oblivion Tiger. People will just use knives, cars, and homemade bombs. The problem is bad people wanting to hurt others, not the guns, yeah.
Right.
And you might be wondering, like, Leaflit, like, why are you even watching this shit? Like, why are you even, like, watching them, right? The reason I'm watching them is because you have to understand what we're looking at. If we ignore it, then if we ignore it and we just say, oh, you know, it's just crazy people, like, let's just move on. You have to understand, this is like... This is not... Hold on. I just got CC'd with this video. Dostry, thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. I pray for his family in America that this does not lead to something most will regret. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm worried about too. I've been worried about that for years, actually, Dostry. I've been talking about this for years, that this kind of rhetoric has nowhere good to go, basically. And at some point, people are going to be so fed up and they're going to be like, okay. And you already see it, by the way. There's already people saying this. Sentinel Rexus, thank you so much for the bets. The real issue now is that the most radical left will think that they have teeth and support to do it again. I pray I'm wrong. Yeah. Thank you for the sub, Nezran. Okay, so I just remembered. I just remembered what I was going to say. So I've been saying this like for years, that this has nowhere good to go. And you can already see it happening in real time with people saying, you know what? Fuck it. Don't care anymore. You've made this an us against you, and I choose us. That's what a lot of people are doing now, right? Because they're kind of, and this is the problem with not recognizing it, right? So if you're on like the more conservative side, thank you, Lord Earl. If you're on the more conservative side and you're like, you know what, we're not going to look at this stuff. We're not going to give them a platform. We're not even going to like look at it. We're just going to ignore it. We're just going to keep moving on, thoughts and prayers. If you just do that every single time and you don't specifically say this is unacceptable and people need to understand this is unacceptable. And I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about like enforce the rules evenly on all platforms, right? So if it's illegal to call, if it's a bannable offense to call for the death of somebody or to, praise the death of somebody, it should be universally across the platform applied to like every ideology, right? So The problem is a lot of conservatives are always like, a lot of conservatives just take it. Like, oh, yeah, this is unfair. Like, oh, well, you know, oh, well, that's just how it is. Oh, I don't want to look at that because that's so vile, right? And it's like, you have to look at it and you have to call it out, and we have to push for these things to be changed. And the reason why I say that is because what's the alternative? The alternative is this keeps happening. It's getting to an overflowing point if it hasn't already reached that. I fear that the last week, like this month, this year, has already put so many people over the edge of like, okay, listen, if you hate me and you think that my entire identity is bad and you want to make this an us against you situation, then, you know, fuck it. I choose us and you're going down. And I feel like a lot of people are already shifting over to that sort of thing. Like you already seen, like there's you've already seen like the case I talked about earlier about how there was like there was a group of people saying like you know what, you can have your fucking inner cities, don't give a shit anymore. We're making a new city in the middle of buttfuck Egypt, and if you're white you can join us, but otherwise get the fuck out. And there are groups like that are like forming up right now, all radicalized because of this stuff happening. And it's like I've been saying, like if you wanna give credibility to the neo-Nazis, you want to give credibility to the KKK, you want the second coming of Hitler, this is how you do it. It's by acting like a fucking retard all the time and trying to make this like a war. A war that you're not going to win, by the way. Like, it's just, this is retarded.
But box boomed. I mean, boomed, bitch, like gone. I have no issue with it. You know, the clown always comes back to bite. But why do y'all keep aiming for the wrong niggas? Aim higher. Aim higher.
This is crazy.
Well, I just saw that video of Charlie Kirk getting...
Look at this. Look at this fucking rhetoric from this clown, dude. This is unreal. Megal, thank you so much for the tier 1. It's fucking retard. God. Man, that dude. I mean, hopefully, like, all of this footage, like, helps us. So we have the footage of the person running across the top. Like, hopefully we get more info. Oh, Giancarlo, thank you so much for the bits, man. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. If they wanted to kill Kirk, they should have gone for his arguments. This just made them a martyr. Dude, 100%, dude. Not only that, this is going to radicalize more people against them. This is like literally like a case of like, strike me down and like, I'll become more powerful than you've ever imagined, right? It's literally that. Than you could possibly imagine. We got a post from Lily Hops, one of my favorite VTubers. I'm gently turning away from those who endorse violence. I've seen where that this path ends, and it won't make you feel any better. Don't forget that you mean the world to somebody. Yeah, I like that a lot. Very good. Well said.